Hello, welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's well. How are you getting on in February? We're nearly March now, aren't we? As you know, on this channel we do like to have a little bit of a chat about the weather before we start the actual video. So if you are new, please excuse me, but this is traditionally what we tend to do on this channel. And March is approaching, and somebody was saying to me the other day, oh, you know, lighter nights, weather's changing, it's going to be better. And I'm thinking, nah, March is the month where it's like nature's playground. March, I think one day 14 degrees, nice and sunny, next day snowing. Like Mother Nature likes to show what she's got during March and April, I reckon. So I wonder what we're in for. Maybe it will be just solid nice weather, who knows. Anyway, back to the actual video. Yeah, so as most of you know, I'm looking at actively reducing my food bill this year. Usually we spend about £150 a week. We are now a household of 6. We've gone up because one of the kids has moved back. And whilst you would think my food bill's going to go up, I'm just sort of trying to get it down. And one of the ways that I have been doing this is by shopping in different places. Usually I do online. I have always been an online shopper, going back probably 15 years now, always been an online shopper. But I do understand that if you go and get it from the shops, it can work out cheaper. So this video, I'm going to show you everything that I bought this week. Now, so far, I have done a fruit and veg order from Morrison's using the Fresh Monday discount on Uber Eats. And I always think it's important to say that it's Uber Eats prices, it's not Morrison's prices. But I can't help myself, I have to compare the prices of in-store in Morrison's, Uber Eats in Morrison's, and then also what I would have spent if I'd have bought everything in Ocado. And roughly speaking, I think I mentioned it in the video, but roughly it would have cost her 24 quid in Morrison's. It was maybe about £26 or something, thereabouts, on Uber Eats. And if I'd have bought it in Ocado, I think it would have been about £28. And I did see on another video that somebody had said, but by the time you add on the fees with Uber Eats, you might as well just cut it shops. I don't like that mentality though, because obviously when you have food delivered to your house, you have to pay a delivery charge. And when you go to your shops, presuming that you haven't got a Morrison's or something bang next door to you, you've got to get there either on public transport or driving. So either way, when you go to a supermarket, unless you are using your legs, you are paying something to get there. The added advantage of having a delivery to your house is that you're saving on time as well. So when you go to the supermarket physically, it is your time. So whilst I understand what people are saying, once you've added the fees on, you might as well go. There's fees when you go to a supermarket anyway, it's just that you're not paying them out there. I think the fee were 4 quid, but the food cost me £13.50-ish. And even if you're only saving £6 or £7 a week, if you physically put that money in a jar or in a little bank account or something, you know, like Monzo, they have different savings accounts, by Christmas, you are going to have a good chunk of money. So don't poo-poo the £6 saving. Actually be quite excited if you're saving £6. I think in society today, when you see social media and that and people are showing you how to save 2 or 3 grand a year, you can lose sight of the £6 a week. But the £6 a week from your fruit and veg bill and maybe £6 a week from another part of your bill, that could be your money for Christmas. That is all I'm saying. Right, we'll scoot over to yesterday. I'll show you what I bought from the fruit and veg place. It's not a fruit and veg place, but it is to me on a Monday. And then show you what I got from Ocado this week. This week I spent about £13.60 on the Uber Eats Fresh Monday app, from Morrison's, as you can tell. I explained in a previous video how the Fresh Mondays work, so if you haven't seen it, I'll link it here. But basically it's 50% off Uber Eats prices at Morrison's. They always add little bits onto it. It's never 50% off Morrison's prices. But as I've just said, I have saved money by doing it.
And I think that if you can get into a habit of getting all your fruit and veg at the beginning of the week, it might set you up for a healthier week. So I've got a bag of potatoes. We use nearly a full bag for mashed potatoes on, say, like a cottage pie or something. We only ever have probably 3 potatoes left, but there's some decent sized ones in those. You know, if you wanted a baked potato instead, not as big as last week, but there is still some largish ones. Got some asparagus this week. A bag of apples, again, different apples from what we got last week, but I think that that is the case for these 1.2 kilogram bags. It depends what apples they've got in. Last week's were really nice. Got some ginger this week, so 2 bags organic carrots. I don't generally do organic, but I think when they're on offer, I may as well do it. Broccoli is a really good price in this deal. I think it works out to be about 45 pence, something like that. Some pak choice. I'm going to do some stir fries. Green beans, again, they're just about 40 pence in this deal. Some Chinese leaf, some sweet clementines, a couple of bunches of bananas, some tomatoes, some mushrooms, and 8 pears. Without saying really that you're not going to see fruit and vegetables on this breakfast bar, but you never know with me, do you? I could have forgotten something. 41 quid, which is a lot lower than I usually spend on Ocado. Listen, I have filmed this twice already. My words are just not flowing correctly, and it is due to hormones. If you're female and you're watching and you've been through certain hormones, you know what it's like. And sometimes your brain and your tongue, they don't work very well together. And this is what's happening today. But I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I think actually we're going to have some form of storm. And this has got to be the last time that I film this section because I can't do it anymore. These are nice. Calm down, calm down. These are really nice. I even like them, and I don't usually like stuff like this. $1.45-ish a bag, and in my opinion they taste far better than the branded stuff. So if you haven't tried them, you need to try them. We haven't tried these, but the kids do like a little bit of spice sometimes. Surprisingly, they aren't classed as ultra processed. I know, you might have to pick yourself up off floor now. If you ever go on that Nova sort of, I can't remember the full title, but it's NOVA, and it's a classification system that they have. These are processed, obviously, but not ultra processed because of the lack of certain ingredients. That's what I find in Marks and Spencer's. That sometimes they leave out lots of the crap. I like it about M&S. Same with the beans. Sometimes, depending on where you get your beans from, you can have added things into them that would actually make them ultra processed. And these, they haven't got any of that stuff in. They are beans from America and Canada, actually, made in UK, but they buy the beans from the USA and Canada. Oops. So yeah, I've got 5 tins of those, 50 pence each. Dipping sauce, that's on offer at £1.50. It is really, really nice sauce. Sort of elevates any dish, that stuff. A couple of packets of spaghetti for the store cupboard. They're about 75 pence each. I don't cook pasta very often, but last night I realised I'd run out of spaghetti. Hence why we've got 2 packs today. I'm the only one who uses these, and I have it in coffee. Sometimes I'll have some Sweet Freedom stuff in it, but then I will also want a sugar cube, and I have a sugar cube in Earl Grey tea as well, although I have been swapping over to honey recently because it's a little bit healthier. But I like them. They are more expensive than if I bought a bag of sugar, I'm sure, but they're about £2.35, and sometimes it's just the little things in life that get you through the day. A little sugar cube in your cup of coffee. Bacon, 3 packs. We do eat quite a bit of bacon in this house. It's got a long date on it. 3 packs for a tenner. You can get other things in your offer, and you can also get the nitrate-free bacon in this offer, where it's 6 slices in each pack. You know, the naked stuff. I've tried it. It were fine. But I've got this because we do go through quite a bit of bacon,
and because it's got a long day, it's going to last us, so I'm not going to have to buy any for about a couple of blocks of cheese. This is about £1.85 a pack. Milk, this was reduced. I've been getting organic milk, organic whole milk for a while, trying to go for local, localish sort of dairies, but this is a decent brand, and it was reduced to £1.40 from £2.10, but when I've had a look, it's gone back up to £2.10, so I must have just got it in that window. Hopefully it'll go on offer again though, because as you'll probably know, organic milk is quite expensive. And then we've got 4 packets of eggs. I like these ones, £1.45 a pack, mixed size. I like these eggs. And then lastly, got some natural yogurt, £1.10. It's a nice yogurt. I have Greek yogurt sometimes, but I do like this one. It's got your added cultures in it, and then protein wise it's 4.7 grams per 100 grams. It's not high protein, is it? But it is a decent source just to add into stuff, and it's good for cooking. This is last bit of shopping. It came to just under 24 quid. It's because there's meat there. If I didn't buy meat, I'd save a load of money. Anyway, 2 packs of sour cream, because we get through quite a lot. Although this has got a good date on it, 99 pence each. So that's why I didn't get them from Ocado. So in Ocado they're 120. And although it's only 40 pence, 40 pence is like better in your pocket than in somebody else's, isn't it, really? What are you doing? Get down, get down, get down. Oh, you're destroying my display. Get down. Bloody cat. Chorizo slices to go on top of these pizzas. They're 99 pence each. And then these are £2.99. I've shown them you before. It is really good when you can get them on discounted price, but I've only ever done it once. I cut them into 4 slices, so it works out whatever a slice. I don't know, 75 pence a slice. Chuck some chorizo on, some sliced pepper, leave a couple with nothing on, and then just freeze them. And they're good for lunches and late night teenage snacks. These chicken tenders, they are good. The kids and dads like them. They do a selection of different ones. So I've got buttermilk. You don't get many pieces in. Maybe you get 4, but they are big. So buttermilk, sweet and smoking chicken. These are more expensive. Maybe it's because they've got a sauce that I never use. I'm not sure. But I think they're £3. Well, £2.99, where these are about £2.69. And then hot and spicy. Again, you don't get many in, but what you do get is good. Yogurt bars £1.39, butter £1.99. Just bought that because I'm going to do some bacon, and I've hardly got any unsalted butter left. Onions, they didn't send me the onions when I did my fruit and veg shop. These are 69 pence, I think, at the minute. And then 3 bottles of bleach, 1 for each toilet. That's about a total spend of 78 quid. I am going to go to Co-op though to have a look at what stickers they've got, and I'm going to try to get to our food waste place that does 4 items for £1, because I normally get bread reduced or from the food place. Sometimes the food waste place has got fresh bread and it's from M&S, so I get 4 lots, slice it all up, pop it in the freezer, and it lasts ages. And that is why you never really see bread on my shops anymore, because I just get it reduced. With the amount of bread that is stickered up or sent to these places, it just, I don't even think about buying it anymore. Although I do like to get the sourdough stuff, get a bit excited when I see that on stickered up or in these food waste places. So yeah, that's like, it's still roughly half my shopping bill. Maybe I'm going to spend, let's just say I'm going to spend an extra 15 quid on bits and bobs. But yeah, so far I'm doing well. And I know that it sounds like you're not saving a lot. You know, I saved what, £6, £7, £8 on my fruit and veg. Some people will be like, well, it's just not worth it, 8 quid. But if you actually took that £8
and put it into a saving pot. You know, like on Monzo, they have saving pots. If you physically took what you'd saved and put it in a saving pot, and then maybe you stopped buying pizzas and you took that, there's not going to be many of us that do it, but if we did and we put it in the saving pot, by Christmas, you're going to have quite a healthy saving pot. Sometimes it's the £6 or the £8 and they all add up. So just because it doesn't sound like you're saving a lot of money, if you did physically take it and put it in a pot, it would build up over the year. So I don't think I'm ever going to go on about saving thousands and thousands of pounds, because in most people's life that is not reality. But if you can pull back where you're spending, and maybe you won't save it for Christmas, maybe you save it for holiday, maybe it will go towards your gas bill or your electric bill in winter. But if you did physically take the money that you've saved on your, especially if you have a solid shopping budget, because I know some people do, like I'll go roughly 150 quid, don't really want to go over it. But if I said that my shopping budget was £150 a week, and you know, in that week I'd only spent £78, so I took the remaining money, put it somewhere, because I know there are people that do that. I'm just not one of them. It's just going to stay in my bank. But you're going to see that money build up, aren't you? So whether it's £6 or whether it's £60, it's all going to add up at the end. And yeah, don't knock the small savings, because the small savings become bigger savings. Maybe I'm just teaching you all how to brush teeth. Do you know what I mean? You all know how to do it. But if anybody has found this useful, oh, this bloody cat. Hello, good morning. Say, hello, good morning. What? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah. Oh, he's always hungry. He's always hungry. He always wants food. Constantly want food, don't you? Right, you go down, I'll feed you in a minute. Anybody would think he were a starved cat. He isn't, but he's always hungry. He's going to be up again in a minute, I can see it. He's getting frustrated. Right, I'm going to go. Have a good week, and until I see you again, bye. I thought I'd show you that this is literally what I'm doing with these pizzas. I've just got some peppers that need using up. I have got frozen peppers that I used last time, but I've got fresh ones this time. You can put all sorts on them, can't you? I've got mushrooms, got red onion, but I'm very aware of the kids that are going to be eating it, and that they're not going to want to see mushroom on a pizza. I mean, who does really? I'd eat it, but I eat mushrooms. I actually decided to use the chorizo on all the pizza. It says 24 slices, so it just works out perfect. But on this side, I've just done chorizo on top of the pizza, and then on this one, I've got some peppers and some red onion. So it's just something different in it to do. I mean, you could get right creative. You could cut it in 8s and do each section something completely different and provide yourself with loads of different pizzas for them also. And I promise you that this is literally the last thing that I'm going to say, because my camera battery is running out. You can always tart up natural yoghurt with stuff like this. Orange curd, lemon curd, your compotes, your jams, anything that you've got, you can just chuck a little bit in to natural yoghurt. If you're not liking the natural yogurty taste, or you're wanting to elevate it a little bit of honey, whatever. This is from a Christmas calendar, and I very rarely eat bread, so I'm not going to eat it like that. So it's either going to go into baked goods, or in this case into yoghurt, and let me tell you, it tastes bloody lovely.